Episode 6, The Rotting Roads. Previously, we were making our way into the rift to rescue some of our forces who had been trapped by Draugr. The news reached us days late, and it became a race across Skyrim to reach our people before it was too late. But Skyrim rarely grants an easy road. As we passed through Whiterun Hold, we came upon a settlement under attack. Much like what happened in Morthal days prior, the dragon responsible escaped. It appeared to be the same one. However, we managed to destroy the undead besieging the town, though not without losses among the local people. While passing through, 2 travelers were on their way to Solitude. One of them caught my attention, a powerful young Nordic mage. After introducing himself and his rather unusual companion, he claimed he had been sent by Kynareth to serve the Dragonborn. I informed him of who we were, and that by aiding us, he would indeed be serving her cause. However, before continuing east, we had to return to Whiterun. One of Tonraq's companions was the Jarl of Whiterun, and he needed an audience with him to make him aware of the events so he could send soldiers to guard Rorikstead. As it turned out, the Jarl already knew and was preparing to do exactly what we had come to request. So we rested for the night in Whiterun, ready to depart at first light.
Welcome to the story of the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. All who walk Nirn know the legend of the last Dragonborn, Dovahkiin, the one who faced the World Eater, the one who stood against the hunger of Alduin, and saved this Kulpa from the ending of all things. But what those stories will not tell you is the path she walked before destiny chose for her. About the woman she was before Skyrim needed her. Yet the songs of mortals forget something else. They forget those who stood beside her. To those who answered the call when they didn't need to, those who fought, bled, and endured, not for glory, but for something greater. For without them, her legend would not exist. But for without heroes to stand in the light, there are always those who hide in the shadows. This is their story, the story of the doom-driven.
Ah, damn, that was a good night. Any ending with Minerva in my bed is never disappointing. That elf knows a thing or two. Wait, where is she? How does she do that? Maybe she's right. I do sleep like a corpse. What's the time? Well, her gear's gone. What in Ysgramor's beard has she been doing? She should have woken me. Better go and find out where this she-elf has gone. Have to get everyone ready to march out. I'll need something to eat before I head off, though. Haven't had a proper meal in days. All those potions are gone. Has she gone back to Rorikstead? Alone? I hope not. It'd be incredibly stupid of her in times like these, and she's the smartest of us. The place is quiet. Must be early. Really early. I don't usually find myself waking up this early after a night on the meads, but with times being how they are, I don't really have a normal wake-up time anymore. I have to say, though, damn, it's good being back. Feels like I never left. Ah, the days when it's all boring again. I'll no doubt miss all of this. There's a part of me that doesn't want this to change. But then again, there's a part of me that wants to grow old. Old enough to become Vignar. Might even become Jarl of Whiterun myself one day. Imagine that. A Redguard Jarl of Skyrim. Ha, Have to stay alive long enough, though. Still, a good death would be welcomed. Fighting and dying for Ragni seems like the perfect way to go. Won't have to worry about getting my soul eaten in Sovngarde. Far Shores is my destination, where mother and father are, no doubt. Well, since I'm still among the breathing, I need to fill this belly. Long march today, no doubt. Need me some fuel. Look at that. That's a beautiful sight. Old Tilma. Now that's a woman. She'll probably outlast me. She's seen some things, this Nord. But no matter what the companions suffered, she was always here, feeding us and cleaning up all the mud we dragged in. Must be really early since nobody's around. Oh, Tilma. I don't say this enough, but it's good to see you again. Always puts a smile on my face when I see you around. What's for breakfast?
I don't know how I feel about that, Tonraq. I'm old enough to be your grandmother. Breakfast will be ready shortly. More than enough time for you to put some clothes on, boy.
Ah, Tilma. Never change. I'll head back down, get my gear on, and wake everyone up. We'll help you set up. Old Tilma. She's seen some battles, that one. Always a sly old fox. She'd sit right beside Vignar, and they'd just stare off into oblivion together. If the question was ever, do we get too old to have sex? Well, not those two. And all I can say to that is, thank the gods. Because if I'm still alive at her age, Minerva will still look the same way she does now. And by the divines, I won't be disappointing that one with a limp sausage.
After a few hours' rest, I set up just before the sun rose, so I could get back to Rorikstead with the potions I needed for young Ennis. I healed him up pretty good, but with those old Draugr weapons, some extra potions could really help out. We're all here, after all, to save lives. When I brought his mother the potions and explained when to take them if he grew ill, or to give him some extra strength if my healing wore off, she hit me with a rather personal story. She told me how Ennis came into her care. She said she had been an Aldmeri soldier stationed in Hammerfell, a few years after the Aldmeri Dominion was defeated in Cyrodiil. She was part of a squad hunting rebels, and her team discovered where some of them were hiding, in a small fishing village, tucked far out of the way. They set upon the village at night with orders to kill everyone, and that's exactly what they did. Every last person, fighter or fisherman alike, was slain, and as they were leaving, a baby's cries were heard coming from within one of the huts. Inside, they discovered a baby boy. Her captain grabbed the baby, then pulled the dagger from his hip, ready to silence him, and by some sheer will of the gods, she put her blade into his back, killing her remaining comrades for a child she didn't even know. She told me she buried her armor, took the boy, and fled into Skyrim, where the Aldmeri Dominion would never find her. It was here she found herself starving with a hungry baby boy. She was offered a warm place to stay and a chance to raise the child if she would help work the farms. And here she has been ever since, raising the little boy she saved. It's always good to know that some of my people still choose their hearts over their power. We're not here to rule over everyone else just because we're older, or because we have a firm grasp on the magical arts. We should be helping the other races, leading by example. When I was a girl growing up, I learned of one of our queens of the past, Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri. She wanted to lead Tamriel. She didn't see men as slaves to rule over, but more as children to guide into the future. I don't believe they're children. They're very capable. I mean, look at the Empire. They're humans, and they've ruled Tamriel for hundreds of years. Anyway, Ennis was safe, and if he had any problems after we were gone, the potions would fight off any infection. My job here was done. Reldith gave me Hilda for helping her boy. With the journey to come, Hilda could come in handy carrying supplies for us. Hopefully I'll be able to return Hilda here after we're done. It'll be just like old times, without the angry giants, and the marrying of a damn hagraven, and sleeping with a Daedric prince. Though, I will say, that wine was certainly something else. I wouldn't mind having some of that again. Well, little Hilda, looks like you're going to be coming with us for a little longer. Welcome to the team, girl. Sun's out. Still storming, I see. Tonraq might be right. Wherever we go, the storm follows. But it never feels like a bad thing. Dragons don't like flying in this weather, and it keeps us hidden from their view. All right, better go and get everyone. The Stormcloaks are starting to turn up. They should be passing through as we head out. Better go and make sure everyone has something to eat and some supplies. Then we're off to the Rift. Hopefully we make it to Falkreath today without incident. But this is Skyrim, and it wouldn't be Skyrim without something crazy happening. And honestly, I don't think it would be very fun for Tonraq. He does seem to love it when there's something trying to kill us. What in Aetherius? A hawk flying around in this weather. Strange. Well, even though it's storming, the sun still likes to peer through. Damn, I love this land. I don't even think I want to leave it anymore. Morrowind can wait a few more decades, or a century. Come on, Minerva. The people we're after don't have that time. We need to get everyone moving. What in the... Is that big Nord lightning mage? What was his name again? Torbjorn. Yeah, that's him. What is he doing? What in the divines is he doing, praying to the sky? These Nords really are something else. Maybe that's why I love Skyrim. Cold and unforgiving, yet its people are strange in the best way. Right up until they're trying to kill you. I'd better go see what this Nord is doing. He's still here after all. So maybe he's accepted my offer to join us, since he was here to join Ragni anyway. I have a good feeling about this one, and he knows magic, and that's going to come in handy with what we're fighting. It's rare to see Nords using magic. And his armor. I remember a Redguard who was killed a while back on that ice lake wearing it. She said it was enchanted ice. Now, what is he praying to? Wait, is he praying to that bird? Torbjorn, what are you doing out here in the middle of a storm, watching a bird fly around? Get back inside before you're struck by lightning.
Oh, Minerva. You've returned. It's good to see you again. I was just praying to the goddess of the storm, asking her for guidance and protection in the trials to come.
You're praying to a bird in the middle of a storm for protection. Are you mad? Hopefully the right sort of mad. Sounds like you're coming along with us. If so, that's good news.
I'm praying to Kine. That's what's up there. Not some simple bird. It arrived shortly before you did, and with it came the storm. And still, Kine watches over us. It was her protection that saved us. By bringing you. She sent me here to help the Dovahkiin. So yes, I'll join you. Seems I'll be going in the opposite direction of what I first intended.
Kynareth sent you here to help the Dragonborn. Then by helping us, you're helping her. Come, let's get back inside so I can tell you what we're doing.
By the tone of that, you think I'm crazy too. Even Scammer thinks I'm nuts. And he's drunk most of the day.
It does sound a little strange, but these are strange times. There's someone in the Dawn Guard who claims Arcais speaks to him or something. Apparently, though, he's actually mad. Don't worry. If we live long enough to see Ragni again, you'll start to feel something around her. Like something divine. She'd make the Daedra start worshipping the divines. She made me believe in Talos, and I'm an Altmer. Now let's get inside before your goddess gives us something divine from the skies, and make sure everyone's had something to eat before we set off. We've got a long and dangerous journey in front of us. If we die this day, let it be with a full belly. Well, I'm glad he decided to stay. There's something about him I like. I think he'll become a great ally for Ragni in the times to come. If he survives, that is. But he looks the sort. Let's hope that if Kyne is guarding him, she's guarding us now too.
We were having breakfast before we were ready to head off, when all of a sudden that Reach woman decided to grace us with her presence, and brought a gift, at least for the newcomers. This is why I love Skyrim. It's a gift that keeps on giving. Well now, that's something. I'll give it to you, Reachman. You're not a bad looker. Those got some nice shape to them. I take back every bad thing I ever said about you. You'll make a welcome member of the team.
Hasn't even been a week yet, and by the divines, I love this land. Why did Grandfather ever leave? This is amazing. You won't see anything like this happening in Cyrodiil. The Fighters Guild was nowhere near this fun.
You wait until we run into a dragon, or its corpses. You might start wishing you were back in Cyrodiil and the Fighters Guild. That is, if you're still alive afterward. Be careful what you wish for, kid. Those might be the last good things you ever see.
Ugh, they're just breasts. Stop fussing. You men are simple creatures. You see those on a woman and suddenly you're ready to burn down the entire countryside just to see more. I need food. Now. And you need to pay my bill at the inn.
Do I now? Well, if you walk in there like that, I'm sure you could pay your bill just by strolling around. Fine, fine. Go put some clothes on and come get something to eat. We're heading out in 15. Better go and pay this damn bill. This is what I get for playing tour guide to a savage. I wonder who owns the bannered mare now, since old Hulda was killed in that dragon attack. Worst thing to ever happen in Skyrim. Innkeepers and inns getting burned down by the dragons. I think they really know the weakness of the Nords. Vilkas, get everyone ready and meet me outside the main gate. I'll be with you all shortly. Now, time to go and see how much gold this Breton has wasted. I've always wondered how the Reachmen can drink. The Bretons in High Rock were always more into the fancy stuff. Could never handle their mead very well. Bunch of little girls, always drinking wine. By the gods, at least it stopped raining. Just give us one day of it being like this. Well, time to see what these Reachman Bretons are made of. If she's got a serious tab, she'll be paying it off. Or I'll start handing out Reachman bounty jobs. If it's only a few gold, I'll be utterly disappointed and take her armor instead. She doesn't need it after all. I wonder if Sadia has taken over the inn. She'd be perfect for the place. Big hips, flirty, and a nice bedside companion for the night. Anybody else would be a crime. Whoa, who's that? Thought for a second it was one of my old crew. I see Redguard armor and I get a little antsy. Anyway, who's... Oh, by Lecky, not this idiot.
You're nothing but trouble.
No wonder it's empty in here. This is the worst thing imaginable. For Whiterun's sake, I hope you aren't the new owner.
Yes, I own the bannered mare now, since Hulda passed. It's early in the morning. That's why nobody's in here, you fool.
Watch who you're calling a fool, pup, or I'll spare the time to show you some respect. And this is Skyrim. There's never not an appropriate time to drink, you idiot. Maybe the dragons have a point. And if we survive this, I'm buying the bannered mare.
Well, before you buy it, you'll first have to settle the tab your friend created. That comes to 114 gold coins. And if you fail to stop the dragons, maybe you can spend that money helping rebuild what's left.
114 gold coins. You have to be pissing in my mead. There's no way she drank that much. She's a tiny Breton woman. If you're trying to rob me, swine, I'll serve the time. Don't think I won't.
Sorry, friend. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Is this about the Reach woman and her tab? That expense would be because of me. She shouted me. We got to talking, and she just stayed. Started buying me mead since I was the only one who would talk to her. This should cover most of it. And with that, I'd like to ask you a favor. Your friend Luri told me you're servants of the Dragonborn. I would like to join, if you'd have me. I don't have much left anymore. And this feels like something I could do to help.
Fair enough. I'll be having words with that Reach woman. Here you go, you slimy bastard. Now follow me over to the fire. There's a few short things I need to tell you if you want to join us. Now I'm going to keep this short and sweet. We serve the Dragonborn. That means we fight dragons and they're undead. Where we're going, there's no doubt we'll face dragons, and right now, we don't have the one person who can tear them from the sky and kill them. What I'm saying is this: it's dangerous. Very dangerous. High chance of death.
I'm in. I came here looking for someone. I followed their footsteps from Falkreath to Whiterun, all the way to Solitude. Weeks of searching and nothing. I know they're gone. At least I can do something here. Earn my place in the far shores by their side, when I fall.
I'm sorry for your loss. Skyrim is an unforgiving place, and with times being what they are, things are far more dangerous. Many who come here are never seen again. But the whole point of this isn't to die, it's to live. If we fall, those who can't fight will be slaughtered. Now, follow me. I'll catch you up on what we're doing.
Just as we were about to leave, a Breton by the name Juan sought me out. He'd been a friend of Rorikstead's founder, who was killed in yesterday's attack. He's taken over leadership of the town, in honor of the man he once fought beside. But none of that was of any importance to me. He wanted to speak to me about the little girl, the one who survived while her father and sister were killed in their burning home. He explained to me that the only reason she didn't die with them was because during lunch he would read to her or teach her a bit of magic. He said her father was abusive, and her sister was no better toward her. But even so, she was now completely alone in the world. He said he could raise her for the time being, but he's old, and he knows he might not have the time she'll need. I feel for the girl. I really do. This sort of thing happens all over Skyrim and Tamriel. When I was just a few years older than her, I ran away from home. Now she's lost hers, and her family. He knew who I was, and he asked that when the time came, I would take her to the College of Winterhold, where she could continue her training and have somewhere to truly call home. I told him that the College of Winterhold wasn't an orphanage, that it stands as a place for anyone in Skyrim to learn magic. And if Sissel wishes to learn, and truly has the talent for it, then I would accept her into the college. After all, we already have Adara there. He accepted, and told me he would spend the time he has rebuilding Rorikstead, making sure that when the time was right, Sissel would have the skills she needs to enter the College of Winterhold. I wish him and Sissel the best of luck. It's always the innocent who suffer in war. It reminds me why I'm out here, why we need to fight. It's a tough world, and hopefully in time we can teach her the skills she'll need to survive in it. That's if we live through this. If Ragni comes back to us. Without her, I fear we're all doomed. But fight toward that we must. But now we must move. The Stormcloaks have arrived in full force, and we need to press on into the rift to find our people and uncover anything we can about this dragon cult resurfacing. Who knows how long this will take? Hopefully only a couple of days. But with what's going on, it's not going to be easy. I'd feel a little safer and more confident with Ragni by our side. But we've survived this long, so let's hope Torbjorn is right, that Kinnereth is watching over us. We're going to need all the help we can get. He might be on to something, that Nord. Looks like we're being followed. And since Kinnereth is the goddess of the storm, that might be a warning. Like the snow was in Morthal. Speaking of snow, it's getting a little chilly for Skyrim, especially considering we're pretty much in summer. Ha! It's hard to believe it was only a month ago we left here to search for words of power. Looking back on it now, I miss the early days, when it was just us, Ragni, Serana, and the two soldiers doomed for each other. Times were easier back then, until we stopped in Solitude. I knew we shouldn't have gotten comfortable. Then we almost lost Senturos and Ragni. She couldn't afford to lose him. I had a feeling that saving him through Sanguinar Vampiris would come back to bite us. Maybe this all falls on me. Maybe I should have just let him die. Ragni would have been in pain, but far less than she is now, or will be if she wakes. If I knew then what I know now, I would have driven my own blade into his chest and ended it, stopped the suffering we all have to carry now. But even so, I hope he and Cecilia are doing well. I fear the moment they find out, and how they'll deal with it. For now, we need to get moving. It's been days since they were trapped. We need to get there, get them out, and get back to Solitude. And hopefully we'll have less trouble on the way there than we did getting here.
You're back. Good. We're all ready to move out. Looks like that big redhead joined us. Not surprised with how much you dribbled on about him last night. His height, his magical ability. Gonna have yourself a new pet?
Really? That's how you greet me? I sense quite a bit of jealousy in that Tonraq. And it's not befitting of you. He's going to be a good ally in the fights to come, and we need all the help we can get. I'd be foolish not to want him here. Magic and strength alike. Get over yourself. And where's Marillia? Why isn't she here? Has she abandoned us already? Typical trait of the Empire these days.
She's further down the road near the meadery. She didn't want to be near us, or the city. But we're ready to go, so let's make good use of the light and weather while it lasts.
Good. That's a brilliant idea. Let's get moving immediately. I'll lead this one, shall I? And you can stay at the back and protect our rear. Maybe think about how stupid you are sometimes. He was all over me last night, and you'd expect he'd be happy to see me. Instead, he acts like that. There's nothing I hate more than jealous people. I spoke of my interest in Torbjorn because of his magical abilities, and because so few Nords in Skyrim use magic, seeing it as weakness. And yet one of the greatest mages of all time was a Nord. They ignore one of their own ancient heroes simply because he wielded magic. Snowing? At the start of summer? Yeah, sure, it's Skyrim. But in all my years here, the only time it snows is usually at night up north, and it melts before it even hits the ground. This isn't good. We have to keep our eyes open. The last time it snowed like this was in Morthal, and we all know what happened there. Typical Skyrim. Damn. I wish you were here with us right now, Ragni. She could have cleared the skies with her shout, or at least made everyone feel safe. I've never been more frightened in my life than I am being away from her. But I know I need to be out here. For Ragni, and for Skyrim. Talos, I know I'm kind of new to this, but please, watch over her, and over us. I'd very much like to see her again. So please, don't let me get cooked by a dragon. There she is. That woman is something else. Very spooked. And after what happened to her, I can't blame her. But for trying to kill Sigund, that I won't forgive. Still, she's here now, and she's brought soldiers. So for the moment, she's of use. Maybe this will teach her something. Out here, grudges don't matter. Only who stands beside you when it... what's that? It's a dragon! Defensive positions! Wings! Aim for its wings! We need to ground it! Spread out! If you're not at range, find something to hide behind. Do not group up, or you'll all cook together. Mages, give it everything you have, every last drop of magicka. We need to bring this thing down. Wow, what kind of spell is that? Is that Torbjorn's? By the divines, that looks like it hurts. Finish it! It's almost dead. That's it, it's down. We need to make sure it stays down. It's dead, thank the gods.
Is it dead? By the widow, I can still feel my heart racing. Never in my entire life have I felt this. I don't even know what to feel. Terrified or joyful.
You'll get used to it if you live long enough. Is it dead? That's complicated. Yes and no. Are we safe? Far from it. With this blizzard rolling through, we're gonna have to expect Draugr, and plenty of them.
Tonraq is right. With what we've seen these last few days, where there's a dragon, there'll be Draugr. Let's press on to Riverwood. I've got a feeling we'll find them there.
What about the Fallen? I saw legionaries go down. We can't just leave them here to rot, or be raised by the undead.
We have to. They're dead. There's nothing we can do for them now. And if I'm right, and I usually am, those still alive in Riverwood need us more than the Fallen do. We have to prioritize the living. The dead will be found and buried eventually. Now, let's get moving. Draugr! Quite a few of them! Stay together! Watch where you're casting your magic and swinging your blades! Feel my power, Draugr! You stand before a master of the arcane, and you will burn for it! That's it! Keep moving! We need to get to Riverwood. Cut down anything that gets in our way. Get out of the road! Kill these damn corpses! Keep moving! You can rest when you're dead, or once we've cleaned out all the undead. Great. There's ones here that can shout. Damn, I wish you were here with us, Ragni. They're crossing the bridge into Riverwood. We need to help them. By Azura, how many of you rotten, dried-up bastards are there? Bastard! I'll kill you for that! Dragon, what in the gods? Not another one! Mages, archers, focus on that dragon! Bring it down! Give it everything you have! Don't let it fly off! Smash it while it's landed! Thank Oriel. It's it's dead. Only about 45 minutes out from Whiterun, and we're attacked by a dragon. I haven't been this scared since the first time I saw one in Labyrinthian. But that was just a pile of bones. It wasn't alive. These ones are. And there's something that happens to you when they fly overhead. The fear, the panic. It reminds us just how small we really are. I guess I just forgot about that, being around Ragni. When you're with her, you feel like you can take on the world. You see a dragon and you know it's as good as dead if it tries anything. It's only been a day, and I miss her incredibly. I, or Tonraq, shouldn't be leading this rescue. It should have been her. If she were here, we would have reached Riverwood or Rorikstead sooner, and maybe, just maybe, fewer people would be dead. It feels so dark. Like within days, all the hope we had was just sucked out of us and the world. Within days, everything has changed. Nothing will ever be the same again, if we even live to see the next. If we can even make it into the rift with how bad things are. I don't even know anymore if we can make it, or how much worse things are going to get. It feels like this is only the beginning. But maybe one of the divines is watching over us. I hope so. We need every bit of help we can get right now. I feel like I'm hanging on by nothing more than a shred. Wow, that dragon. It's ash. We must have hit it incredibly hard with our magic. We disintegrated it. Well, one less permanent threat.
I'd like to see that big black bastard bring this one back to life. Are there ash dragons? Well, there are now. Look at that, Minerva. You've become Dragonborn. You've permanently killed one of those overgrown lizards.
Why would you say that? The real Dragonborn is wounded back in Solitude. I'll never be her. She's one of a kind. What in the gods goes through your head sometimes? Enough. We need to move. We still have a long road ahead. Gather everyone up and get ready to move out. Now.
No. My men require rest, and we will recover our fallen. I don't know how you and yours conduct yourselves, but the Imperial Legion does not abandon its dead to wolves or to be raised as some mage's abomination.
You can't be serious. We've barely moved an inch from Whiterun, and you want to stay here. Our people are trapped in a cave, and they've been there for the last 4 days. We need to get moving. We can't just sit here licking our wounds while they remain in danger.
Marillia is right. We've had 2 dragon attacks before we've even left the Whiterun hold. We've got our own dead and injured to account for. If we push them into the rift like this, gods knows what else will be waiting for us. We'll lose everyone. As you said, we need to prioritize those who are alive. We have no idea what state our people in the rift are in. They could already be dead. We hold here until we're fit to move out. And maybe you need some time off to sort out whatever this is that's got you like this.
How dare you? You're supposed to be on my side. If I'm like this at all, it's because of you. Fine, I'll go and sort this out at the tavern. Unbelievable, utterly unacceptable. For your own sake, you'd better steer clear of me if you wish to still have hair on your head tomorrow. Let's go, Nox. If he approaches me, do whatever you want to him. I won't bat an eyelid.
Tonraq, you're either stupid or far too brave for your own good. That last bit, that was, well, it's not going to go down well.
I'm not known for my smarts, and she's been acting like that since she got back from Rorikstead. I don't know what's jammed up her, but well, she needs to deal with it. I won't tolerate that from anyone, let alone her.
Honestly, with how many women I've seen you with, it still surprises me that you don't know the first thing about us. You men, you're so simple, yet so complicated. Thank the gods I like women. Otherwise, I'd probably end up in prison again for killing one of you.
I do love them tall and with pointy ears. She said she was heading to the tavern, yes? Might go try my luck. Hey, Torbjorn. Time to see if this old master still has it after 2 dragons.
Oi, you. Watch your mouth. Don't you dare speak about her like that, or I'll kick you over the windmill and into the river. And if I don't, you'll end up like that dragon. A pile of ash the innkeeper will have to sweep away.
If I find you drunk and clinging to my leg later on like a dog, I'll put you on the roof, little guy. By shore, it's raining, and I can still smell you.
I'm sorry about my friend. He can say things he really shouldn't. But if there's a problem, you come to me. Do not threaten him. I don't care how new we are to each other. I won't tolerate that. I hope we have an understanding.
Oh, we do, new blood. If he steps out of line, I'll kick his ass, and yours right along with it. Don't think I won't. No amount of icy magic armor or spells will stop me. Best you both behave yourselves.
Hey, are you all right, Tonraq? I think both you and Minerva are acting out of place. And I'd know, since you're my best friends. Are you hungry? Because you're not you when you're hungry.
No, I'm not hungry. I'm fed up. She shouldn't have come with us. She should have stayed back with Ragni. Look, let's not. What I need from you, Lyris, is to watch over her. Can you do that?
Of course I can. If she's hitting the drink, I'll keep an eye on her, because that elf can drink like a horse. Just steer clear of her for a while.
You don't have to tell me twice. Just look after her. That's all I want. Now, General, let's go and retrieve our fallen. We lost a few down the road.
Looks like the inn had some unwanted visitors, too. At least they didn't destroy this place, those bastards. All I've seen for the last few days are these corpses. Every time I glance out of the corner of my eye, I see Draugr faces. Every sound is their growls and footsteps. I'm sick of it. I need a drink. Those damn Draugr had better not have destroyed the good stuff. I remember Ragni telling us this was where she met Delphine, the leader of the Blades, before she betrayed Ragni. Well, look at that. The women and children survived. Thank the divines. I saw her fighting when we got here. I'll find out who she is later. For now, I need a good, stiff wine. I hope the corpses didn't destroy any of your good stock. I'll take your most expensive bottle, please. It's been a rough day.
You're going to have to let me join the club on that one. One moment I'm cleaning the floors. The next I hear the door slam open, and everyone's running into my inn. Draugr right behind them. Good to see Delphine's paranoia paid off for once. She ran drills like this with everyone. If the town was ever attacked, straight to the inn and fortify it.
Yes, we've met. Plenty of times, back when she was still an ally of the Dragonborn. Until she betrayed her. Now, about that drink.
No, I can't believe that. Delphine wouldn't. I've known her for years. I know she's a good person. Look, we've got someone injured downstairs. They were protecting the women and children. If you got a healer, the drinks are on me.
Sure, I can go take a look. When I get back, have your best stuff ready for me. All right, I'll be back in a moment. Through there, yeah? Ragni told me about this place. That the innkeeper's room has a secret attic. That's where Delphine kept her base of operations. There it is. Wish I could have been here back then. I could have helped Ragni infiltrate that Thalmor party. Could have dressed up as a Thalmor. I'm still amazed she managed to pull that off. Just goes to show how stupid my people really are. That they couldn't spot a Nord walking around in Thalmor armor. So this is it. Once Delphine's hideout, and now a refuge for the village. Nice. I like it. Looks like the Draugr made it down here, too. Seems like there was a bit of a fight. Thank the gods they survived. I'm grateful we got here in time. This seems to be the first injury so far, and that alone is a blessing from the divines. Wait, what's that? That looks like one of those... It is. I gave one of these to Ragni when we first met at the College of Winterhold. All right, Bosmer, just stay still for a second while I heal you up.
Marillia and I marched back to recover any who had fallen. Among the dead, I found one of Minerva's friends, the Dark Elf Azura priestess. Minerva once told me how they met, back in her early days at the college. It's a shame we lost her. She was a decent mage, Perhaps even more so, considering she was a Daedra worshipper. But from what I've gathered, Azura is one of the good ones. At least, that's how I see it. Minerva likes to make things more complicated than that. I don't really care, as long as they're not trying to kill us. Still, I do find joy in listening to her, even when she goes on about things like this. I don't know why she's so damn angry at me. We had an amazing time last night. Well, looks like the vampire. Another one of Minerva's mages. Damn it. Minerva said that vampires could be brought back, as long as this didn't happen. Even a damn frost dragon, and she was blown to icy pieces. 2 mages down. Now it's just Minerva and that redhead. Great. Things aren't looking too good if we run into another dragon. I'm starting to think this rescue mission might be a bad idea. Should we go back? Would it be safer to stay near Ragni? Or do we die trying to rescue those who came to fight for her? I don't know. I'm not one to retreat, but things aren't looking good. Damn it. I wish she were here. I know that if we had Ragni and everyone else with her, we'd already be in the rift, and our people would have been rescued by now. By Ysgramor's hairy ass. Those damn Draugr made it in here too. Did those shriveled, rotten bastards try to destroy the inn? Gods, I'm sick of them. Well, let them burn down the bannered mare if they like. Time to go and tell this she-elf the bad news. This isn't gonna go well. But whatever. It has to be done.
You know she doesn't want to see you. She gave me full authority to do whatever I want to you. If you try, think carefully, mortal.
Come now, Nox. I've been the nice one. Minerva's the one who threatened to turn you to ash. So why are you taking her side? I thought we were friends.
Friends? Friends is such a small word, little mortal. With what I'd like to do to you, it wouldn't be appropriate around the other mortals, or your precious elven one. What do you say, Tonraq?
If she hears you, with those big ears of hers, she'll turn us both to ash. I'm gonna pass before she turns around and electrocutes us. The she-elf wants to hurt me, and the she-Daedra wants to sleep with me. Lyris says us men are complicated. Seems even the female Daedra are just as complicated. I wouldn't mind, though. Could be interesting. Nope. No. Pull your head in, you fool. Walk away. Minerva, I know you don't wish to speak to me right now, but I need to tell you something.
What is it? I told you I didn't even want to look at you. It hasn't even been an hour and you're already here bothering me. This had better be important. If not, leave me alone.
It is. I came to tell you we found your friend, the Azura priestess, on the road. She fell on the way here, and your vampire mage, she was blown to pieces. I'm sorry, Minerva. I truly am. I know they were your friends. I brought her staff back for you. They're outside when you're ready. Anyway, that's what I came to tell you. If you're looking for me later, I'll be on perimeter watch.
Tonraq, wait. I'm sorry, and thank you. Thank you for telling me, even though you know exactly what I'm like.
Yeah, no worries. If anything comes up, I'll be on watch. Now, it's time to find out what the traitor is doing with those corpses.
See? You can't stay mad at him forever, knowing how angry you were at him. Actually, I don't think he even knows why. Anyway, he came in just to let you know. I told you he had a big heart. He might be a man, but he's a good one.
I know, but he annoys me. I don't like jealousy, and I thought he was the one man in this god's forsaken land who didn't have any. Anyway, sorry. You were saying you ran into our pale friend in Dawnstar, yes? Did she have others with her? Other vampires?
Yeah, 4 of them. 4 who were protecting the settlement. Same thing that happened here happened there too. I was on my way back home to Cyrodiil when all of this happened.
4 of them? That can't be right. There were only 2 with her, Another woman and a man. Please, tell me more. Tell me what happened that night. I want to know everything.
We can't have these Draugr in the inn. It's gonna start to smell stale. We need to take them outside and burn them.
And how do you expect us to burn them with this damn storm rolling over us, you fool? If we leave them outside, they could rise again and attack us while we're not paying attention. In here, no one can raise them. And if they rise on their own, we'll be waiting. I lost my daughter to these creatures. There's a little red-haired girl living in this town, and I will not let what happened to my daughter happen to her. Or to the townsfolk. They stay here. As an officer of the Stormcloak Rebellion, this decision is mine.
Okay. Fine then. Let's go and retrieve the dead, both ours and theirs. But we're putting them downstairs. That way, if they come back, the undead always have trouble with stairs, and their stink can be contained down there.
We need to get this done before nightfall. After that, it becomes dangerous. Let's get moving.
She's scary, that one. I'd forgotten about her kid. Still hard to believe she's here. I guess the best way through pain is to be consumed by anger, and she's aiming it at the right things, right up until it's me. Did I see you whispering a prayer to these things? Great. Just what we need. A Redguard who can't strike down the dead because of some religious nonsense.
Death is a completed rite. They are under the care of Tawaka, or Shore, for the people here. They were once people who were loved, now dragged back only to kill. I pray their souls can hear us wherever they are. And plus, I'm not a Redguard, I'm a Nord, so I can put them back to rest. It's actually a surprise for a Redguard to mistake me for one of you. I always felt like the odd one out, growing up in Hammerfell.
Religious people. The most insufferable. There's only two things worth worshipping. Good steel and good mead. And maybe a gorgeous elf who's a dangerous mage. But that's a maybe at the moment. Since you hold such respect for these things, you can move these ones downstairs. When you're done, come outside and help us with the rest. Maybe then you can say a few words for ours. Now get to it. Make it quick before they stink up the tavern. Ox, come with me. I need your strength, and know it's not to touch me. Well, not yet.
After we secured the fallen beneath the inn, Tonraq proposed we investigate the old castle nearby. From what I understand, it once belonged to a Thane of Whiterun, Jarl Balgruuf the Greater's brother. His brother died defending Whiterun against the traitors. Jarl Balgruuf the Greater chose to consolidate his strength, repairing and refortifying Whiterun itself rather than maintaining two vulnerable positions. The castle was stripped of valuables, its garrison recalled to reinforce the city walls. From a strategic standpoint, the decision is understandable, though not without consequence. Positioned as it was, the estate could have served as a forward defensive barrier against Stormcloaks advancing from Falkreath. Instead, it was abandoned, leaving that flank exposed. What does it matter anymore? We lost Whiterun to those Bearclaw traitors, but when this war ignites again, I will have their heads. They will answer for what they did to me, and for betraying the Empire. It still turns my stomach that I have to fight beside these traitors. Every Stormcloak that falls here weakens their cause. But make no mistake, I take no joy in chaos. My satisfaction comes from being back in the field, doing my duty, and watching enemies of the Empire answer for their rebellion, whether by steel, dragonfire, or their own damned undead. I know my uncle sent me out here to test me, or to be rid of me. It was meant to be me sent up that mountain to meet the Dragonborn. If only it had been. I would have met Sigund on that path instead, and her body would be ice by now. Instead, it was Senturos, that traitor. He once promised he would avenge me. He is what he is because of me. After everything we shared those nights together, he chose to lie with that traitorous whore and betray me. If he won't kill them, then I will. Uncle has also sent me here to find out anything I can about Senturos. The Archmage claims they took Senturos back to the college to be healed from a curse, but the General knows it's too fishy. His spies in the college haven't seen or heard anything. There she is, Elora. The only person in this team out of the Legion I can truly trust. She was one of the early members of the Dragonborn's team, and my savior, more than once. Can't believe we killed that thing, let alone 2 of them. This is what I've been missing. Once we're done here, I'm putting a team together, and I might even try to recruit Elora, if they'll let me. Her being ex-Thalmor and all. But there's nobody I trust more by my side than her. Even out there, fighting the dragon and its undead, she was still watching out for me. Every time I turned to see what was at my back, it was her. She saved me as a child, and she saved me here. I owe her everything. While we're out here, I'll always have her back. She is my only priority. I need to keep her safe, just as she has done for me. Hello, Elora. Mind if I join you on watch? Looks like you could use a second. I wanted to say, I've been watching you fight these last few days, and I can see why you're still alive. You're impressive. You've got the makings of an Imperial Vanguard.
Might have killed 1 or 2 back in my Aldmeri days. Those shiny Imperial soldiers went down to my blade when we sacked the Imperial city. Anyway, sure, you can join me. It's a 2-hour shift.
Glad to hear it. There's nobody else I'd rather spend it with. This has been crazy, hasn't it? Dragons. Actually fighting dragons. And you've been doing this since the beginning? There's no real way to describe it. It's pure fear at first, and then something else just takes over. And before you know it, you're standing beside a dead dragon.
Yes, it's something you never really get used to. Well, unless you're following Ragni. Somehow, when you're around her, you just have this feeling, like you know things are going to be okay. Those were my first 2 without her, and I've never felt so scared in my life. I still remember the day I met her. My life changed forever. It felt like I was always meant to be right there at that exact moment. This was actually the road where I met her, about a 20-minute walk in the rift's direction. I saw her, walked right past her, and something struck me. I just knew who she was, and I knew I needed to help her. She was my chance to right my wrongs. I asked her if I could join her, fight by her side, and she accepted. I couldn't believe it, even after I told her who I once fought for. I didn't know it then, but her mother was a Talos worshipper. To this day, I'm grateful she chose to accept me.
You're lucky. When I met her, she threatened to kill me, and rip down Castle Dower if she ever saw me again. Even now, with everything that's happened to her, I just hope I can help in some small way. Help the people she cares about since she can't.
I can't blame her, Marillia. You tried to kill Sigund on the roads. You don't know how disappointed I was when I heard that. There was a part of me that day that regretted saving you. I thought I had just saved a monster. I know what was done to you was wrong, evil. But it wasn't Sigund who did that to you. It was Ulfric's Stormcloak, and what you did to her sister in return was monstrous. I can see why Ragni was angry. There is no one she loves more than Sigund. When I first joined them, when I told Ragni who I was, Sigund drew her blade and wanted to kill me. It was Ragni who stopped her. And later, when Sigund threw racial slurs at me, it was Ragni who spoke up for me. Even knowing I came from the kind of people who hunted and killed people like her mother. Ragni didn't fight to save Skyrim. She fought to protect the people she loved. Senturos and Sigund and the 2 with us now, Minerva and Tonraq. That's why she fights. And if you stand between her and the ones she calls family, you become the enemy.
Yes, I tried to have her killed. Look at what they did to me. They sent me to Ulfric to be his plaything, his trophy. This is because of them. And Senturos, that weakling, he promised me vengeance. And what does he do? He gets close to her.
Weakling. It was him who vouched for me, because he recognized that I was the one who saved you. He spoke up for me because he knew what I had done. He had great respect for you, and yes, they hated each other at first. It was hard for him not to honor the oath he made to you, but he couldn't. If he had killed Sigund, he would have lost the Dragonborn's support. And when he found out you tried to kill her, he was enraged. They grew close, Marillia, fighting side by side, keeping Ragni alive, facing dragons with barely any support.
How close? You know more than you're saying. How close did they get, Alora? And where is he? Where is Senturos? He's not at the College of Winterhold, is he?
I've said too much, and it seems you're here for an interrogation. Leave my sight at once, and do not approach me again. I've done everything I could for you, and I'm already starting to regret it. Perhaps I should have taken you out of that cupboard to be sacrificed with the rest of your family.
Maybe you should have. Then I wouldn't have had to live through any of this. I wouldn't have had to watch everyone I love betray me for some filthy traitor. What did I expect? You betrayed your own people. You're no different from Sigund or Senturos. If you had just let me die, none of this would have happened. Things would be better off. Ever since you saved me, my life has been one long downhill battle. Maybe you're the problem, Alora. Everything you touch turns to ruin. Everyone I've ever cared about. They've all betrayed me for the same woman. Being killed with my family might have been better than this. Maybe this is where I die. To Dragonfire. That I would welcome. Maybe that's where I belong.
G'day, mate. Hope you guys enjoyed. This will be directly followed within straight away, or a day, or 3 days after this one comes out. But hopefully, I'll just put them all together. The reason why these are sort of left the way they are is because I just want to do a stack of them and throw them all out at once. The story at least somewhat makes sense. Other than that, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave me a like. If you haven't, dislike it. If you have any questions about the story, about the mods, things like that, let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you in another one. Look after yourselves. Peace out.